I am so done fucking questioning myself. Because literally, after earlier today, 5 motherfucking flies in my motherfucking house. 5. And that's just so fucking far. Where the hell they're coming from, I have no fucking clue. I just recently took out the fucking trash, so it ain't the motherfucking trash. Plus, you would see maggots before you see them motherfuckers. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm so over it. I'm so fucking over it. And it's funny because when you really, because I stopped telling everybody what I was doing because I was just I'm exhausted all the time. And whenever I actually have a problem that I want to talk about or complain about, then nobody has the fucking time to listen to me, but I'm supposed to listen to everybody else's motherfucking problems. And this is how you know when it's time for you to shut up, because I would always be the one with the fucking solutions. But if I got quiet and didn't fucking offer a fucking solution, then either they would try to talk to me even more, or they would find some way to be fucking offended by me. And when I would give solutions, it would make me out of fucking breath. I couldn't breathe anymore. I had to run a fucking marathon. That's how you know you need to shut the fuck up, because they not listening anyway. And it was just always this, I have this problem, and I was like, well, have you tried doing this? No. And they don't take the motherfucking advice anyway, so what's the fucking point? So I decided that I was going to take my own motherfucking advice, and I was just like, you know what? I always, because I realized the pattern, because a lot of the things that I wanted to do ended up in the clutches of somebody else. Because when I decided that I wanted to do, I wanted to own a shop. A shop of crystals and spiritual stuff and whatever. And then, somebody else ended up doing it in the fucking family. And I was just like, okay, that's cool. There's plenty of room for everybody. Plus, I was living far enough away. It didn't matter motherfucking anyway. Cool. Then I mentioned something else, and then that ended up being something that someone else is doing. Again, plenty of room. I was working on making my own shampoo and conditioner because my hair is weird, and everything that I can buy, I've always had problems with. And I didn't like it. So I decided to make my own shit. I started making my own shit. Then I decided that I was going to try to try fragrance and stuff like that to do that. And then somebody else ended up making hair stuff. And so after, being alone, I could finally think I had some time to my freaking self, at least a little bit. And I could finally just be it is kind of a pattern. Uh-oh, somebody sent out the bat signal. There's a cloud right in front of the freaking sun that looks like the freaking bat signal. Moving on. But anyways, so yeah, I realized that anything that I shared was somebody else was doing. And so I decided I'm not going to share what I'm doing anymore. However I'm getting whatever I'm getting, I'm not going to fucking share it with anybody. It's just going to be what it is. And then, obviously I didn't start the fucking no contact. I already mentioned that in a previous video. Basically, I was left alone for months. No one talked to me for months. Now, if you really give a fuck about children, you can't go months without fucking talking to them. confirmation. So, yeah, I got left alone for months, and, you know, all my problems were my own problems. And so I was like, fine, all my problems are my own problems. That means that nobody's gonna get in my way when I start doing shit. Cool. But then, you know, I started being tight-lipped about exactly what I was doing because I've never been supported in my stuff. I've never been supported by anybody. People would like say, "Oh yeah, I believe that you're capable of doing these things," but like behind my back, they wasn't the same motherfucking way. It was always like, "Well, I hope she sticks with it this time." Half the stuff that I quit was because it wasn't something that I wanted to do anyway. It was something that I felt like I had to do because I had been taught that I needed a realistic fucking job, and all of that other bullshit that we're now finding out is a load of fucking shit. So then, you know, I stopped mentioning what I was doing. I kept my shit under wraps. I was still allowing certain family members to enter my home until a certain point, until I was just like, okay, what they're doing is making me uncomfortable. Between like fingernails being spit in my kitchen and fucking bottles, empty water bottles, and random other food trash being left anywhere in my house, because when people come over to my house, they feel the need that they can just leave their fucking trash wherever the fuck they want. And if I say something, oh yeah, I'll get it, but then they're gone and it's still here. Ah, there we are. Fucking fly. So yeah, I got rid of the fly. Where was I? Oh yeah, they were just disrespecting my fucking house. And I hate saying that so much because like disrespect means something different to a lot of different people, and some things are it is what it is. It's the only word I have for it. I'll get into that other shit another time. But yeah, so I decided that I was gonna stop sharing shit. And so before I fully stopped letting everybody come into my house, I had kept my bedroom door closed because I don't want anybody going in there, because the last time, you know, the kids were playing in there. I didn't have nothing in here, but, you know, still, I didn't want the kids playing in my room because, like, that's where I sleep. It's my peaceful place. I barely let them in my room as it is. But, yeah, but I had my room closed, and then they were like, well, why is your room, why is that room closed? What is that room? And I was just like, it's my room. And they're like, well, that's weird. Why is it weird that I have my room door closed in my own motherfucking house? Like, it's my room. It's my fucking house. Like, last I checked, I've been living here for a year. At the time I wasn't, but like, the fuck? Anyways, but yeah, they was just like, oh, that's weird. But okay. And just kept like wouldn't come off of it, and I was just like, whatever, fine. Then if my bedroom door being closed is so weird, then I'm never gonna let anybody in my fucking house if they're just gonna pop up on me. And that's what I did. They popped up. My phone was on at that time, and then they were like, well, you don't want anyone in your house? That's weird. No, it's not. You showed up, and I explicitly said, oh, well, you decided to pop up, so I'm not letting you in my house. I had just done a fucking cleanse, like a floor wash, which I just done a floor wash recently too. And it seems like every time I do a fucking floor wash, I get like a zillion motherfucking flies or somebody trying to come up. And whenever somebody comes up and doesn't get the information that they're looking for, I get more flies. And then the other off-putting thing is when I finally stopped asking, my sister kept asking, oh, so do you work? So do you work? So do you work? She would ask that question so many fucking times. Like, and I would answer it in a way where it wouldn't tell him anything that I was doing. And I was like, I'm not going to answer that question anymore. And that's where it fucking stopped. That's where it motherfucking stopped. I stopped answering that motherfucking question. And now I'm fucking dealing with them still trying to fucking figure out what the